tube is Upside DIY. Just took apart this water filter just using a screwdriver, a straight edge. And this is what I got out of it. Inside of it is pretty much a sand and carbon. I'm gonna actually try to test some of this, maybe to get rid of some of that really green water. And here's kind of the cap that went on top. So let me go get the green water, and this goes inside of a pitcher that I'm actually washing. But a lot of you guys know, I gotta wash stuff. This is actually an old wash bucket, but it's to pre-rinse, and then I wash, and then yeah, just kind of refilling this up with green water, and let's see kind of if it works or not. And the basic thing that I'm going to test is pretty much this filter, and I'm not going to use a lot of it to see if green water will come out clear. So right here I've got some of the green water from the bucket pond, but this green water is pretty much contaminated by the branch in there. It's like a pet store branch, and I had it inside this 20-gallon tall. And also I could show you guys kind of how these plants are getting roots growing on these plants. So it's pretty like, I just went inside my yard and looked for some plants that had some decent roots growing, and they seem like they want to try to kind of get used to being submerged, or just kind of living in this condition. I actually have like driftwood still in here. I'm hoping that provides a little bit of fertilizer for any plants and things, and being an aquascaped aquarium, it's a good chance to try to grow some live plants and things. And these, even the first one, actually started growing roots. My other plants and sprouts are still in here, but they actually didn't do that good. I just don't know why. Maybe I just started turning on the light and things for 4 days, and they started not doing really good. But these seem to be doing good with the light, but the roots are showing and things. I mean, I've had the light off and it's been showing really good results, so maybe I should keep the light off. I'm not quite sure, but I just usually use the light for just looking around inside the aquarium. It's not really necessary sometimes. You never know, but hopefully that plant could grow. And I'm trying to aquascape this other plant aquarium and fill it up. It's pretty much almost finished. All the little gluing and things. I do want to fix everything again later on down the line, but for now I'm just trying to get them as good as possible. And here's kind of my other part of the sump. The second baffle is pretty much finished, and it's just drying. I kind of did this yesterday, and it's still drying, but I cover it just in case stuff gets in there or something falls. So sorry for the mess, but here's pretty much pouring in some green water, and if it comes out clear or not, we're gonna try to test it. It looks like it's coming out really clearer than the green water. It's getting a little bit green, but not too much green. So basically, I can, really recycle water using a Brita filter with this type of medium. It's pretty decent, I guess. If I could just keep filtering it out, and if it will get clearer. And these filters, they say that it works. Maybe this is the way the chemical process and things, rather than using bleach or peroxide. And I wish I had a really clear container, and maybe get some more of that green water inside this pitcher after I wash it, and I could really test it and things. Maybe you could try it too, and just kind of figure, you know, instead of finding your own solutions and things, you basically have to see what exactly happens inside of these products that are supposed to really help and things like that. So I could actually get some more of the green water and test it. And then this is supposed to be drinking water too. And it's working out good that just with simple supplies and not really throwing things away and challenging some of the ideas and things. So this water really got cleared. So there's a pretty good test, and I have plenty more of this. I wonder if I can make a really big filter and actually use this, and maybe I could test it with some carbon filter materials from the pet store, and maybe do this manually and then test it, you know, further with test strips or a meter. And basically it's pretty much better than not really figuring it out. And luckily I just stumbled on this idea, and this water does technically get clearer. I'm really surprised how clear, and even getting rid of this, because of the filter floss system didn't really work for that type of water. But this is just pretty shocking. It's pretty amazing, shocking, worth making a video about, because I don't know if you guys can really see it or anything, but this water got like half as clear. There might be other ways and systems to really polish this water and make it pretty much crystal clear and things. But that's pretty much most of the video I wanted to make for now. Or maybe like the lighting or something is involved. Or maybe it's probably like my the only way I could really test it is put it into like a really white bucket, and then I could probably see it. But it does help a little bit. And I don't know what else with this filter media, if it's already used or if I could use it all the time, but it does help a little bit. So I'm not really sure what it is and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't really leave it on inside of the aquarium. I would actually just kind of try to cycle it and actually have testing at this stage of filter testing. And having found this the other day, and just staying really busy, it's interesting that I could salvage ideas and have a video like this inside of fish hobby topics and things like that for now, and DIY or just stuff I feel like doing is pretty much some of the stuff that is on my channel and things. But that's pretty much working DIY green water filter. Even though it's still a little murky and things, it pretty much did a pretty good job for what it is. And you know, the thing is, it may or may not be getting. I mean, I might be doing something, but it's a good idea to kind of use a water Brita filter, and maybe it's gonna really change you know, water usage, and even you know, for different conditions of fish, um, or maybe just make a unit similar that actually won't really that would really work inside of a filter. But I'm not sure if this really turned clear. It didn't totally turn clear, but it's still dirty looking. But I want to put that there, and I'm gonna go get another picture of this. So right here is pretty much it. In the dark, kind of in the daylight, but I can't really see anything. So there's this, and then there's that, and it is quite lighter from being filtered. So it's pretty greenish, and this isn't quite as green. I don't know if you can see the comparison. There's that green. There's that green. It's still a little green. I can still see a little tint of it. But going back on the green water hazard video, and actually doing this test, it's really working out, I think. So let's see if I could filter this. I just don't want to contaminate the water like I've been doing. I'm trying to keep this filter as clean as possible. So there's it filtered, and there's it not filtered. And I've got some more of this, so I'm pretty excited. You know, I wonder if I added some filter floss, or maybe, you know, I like how this filter is making, or I like how this filter is made. You could probably connect it to a siphon hose, and then you could practically filter out pretty nice water. And I'm just adding it to here, and just storing it for if anything later. And I mean, you know, when you get a little bit of it or more of it, it does look a little bit contaminated in things, and you know, dealing with only using one hand, and you know, trying to pay attention to a couple things. I mean, initially it filters really nicely, and I would say it really works, but you know, I wonder if that's all that there is. I wonder if even if you could filter this kind of water, and if it's drinkable, which so I'm gonna try to just wash these things, and do some more tests, and maybe figure out something I can make with this stuff. I actually want to empty this and just put this in there so I could keep track of it. But yeah, it's you know, pretty much a YouTube video of a certain idea for cleaner water, and actually seeing how it work is pretty cool. And it turns out pretty clear. It's pretty amazing with this stuff. I really don't know what else to say or have. So, you know, if you do get a pretty dirty tank and everything, and the water's green, this might, you know, save you some water. Clear it up and test it. So thanks. Have a good day. Bye.